Okay, so it's 9:30 in the morning here, Monday the 16th of October in Ireland. Up here in the northern part of the country. It's pretty windy. Hurricane Ophelia, I don't think it's really made landfall, but we're getting the winds off it up along the west coast of Ireland and up here in the northeast. It's pretty breezy. It's sort of a hang on to your hat kind of a day so far. I don't know how it's going to get during the rest of the day, if it's going to progress and get any worse or not. Hopefully this is as bad as it gets. I think around the country, preparations, people have individually made preparations, started taking seriously in the last 12 hours, and we're getting in some provisions and you know, alternative ways of cooking, camping stove and stuff like that, just in case all the power goes out. Hopefully it's not going to get too bad and everything will be fine. So that's it. I'll make another videos during the day to just update the timeline of how things turn out. 11 AM now. The weather is still pretty windy. It started raining. It's gusting, I suppose, 20-30 kilometers an hour. It's not excessive. So it's 12:30 now. Wind is picking up. It's going from rain to bright sunshine. The moon with a bit of blue sky at the minute, but the wind is really gusting very strong, and you can definitely notice it's getting a little bit worse than it was. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the day. I notice around the area where I'm living, a lot of people who didn't do anything yesterday are quickly tying stuff down and tidying stuff up, just because they realise now that the wind is going to get pretty bad. So it's 20 past 1 now. It's picked up another bit. Everything's holding together now at the moment. Polytunnel, I don't know about that, how that's going to if it gets much worse. But we'll just have to see. Even if the plastic doesn't survive the frame well, I can just recover it. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, so the hat has gone off the head. It's definitely picked up in the last 20 minutes or so. There's some steady, constant wind, but there's some serious gusts. Down the south of the country, Limerick, and on the west coast of Ireland at the minute is getting pretty bad. Just heard of one woman unfortunately killed when a tree fell on her car. It's an awful tragedy. Hopefully there won't be any more. People just need to not travel unless they really have to. Stay in their houses. I'm just outside here checking around, see if that moving, because as I said, over the last day or two I've secured stuff, and I'm just out doing a check around to see if anything I haven't secured is moving. I said the polytunnel seems to be holding up so far, but if it gets much worse, I don't know, that could be a matter of time. I'm not really worried about the tarps on the boats. They would just keep raining out. If they blow off, it doesn't really matter. The bilge filled with water, so that's going to keep the boat in place. More water's not going to do any harm. Yeah, so it's just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's picked up quite a bit. Just out here on the road, just out here past the local lake. A lot of loose debris on the road here. Just trying to make my way around it. The lake is looking pretty rough out there. No trees down on the way out or so. It's pretty damn windy. worst thing about driving on the road and this kind of stuff, apart from the risk of a tree coming down, is that with debris on the road, people just swerve across the road without any thought of cars coming the other way. So I'm just going a little bit careful here, just in case I meet someone doing exactly that. Branch here on the road. So it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and the storm is supposed to be about 90 miles west of where I am at the moment, and it's thrashing pretty good. I don't know if the storm's going to continue to track northwards or if it's going to shift over this way as it continues up the west coast. Nobody really knows. It's actually moved a little bit closer inland than it was when it was further south of the country, and don't know exactly where it's going to go from here, but it's still hitting us pretty hard now at the moment. Been some serious damage around Cork, the south coast of Ireland, and up the west coast. As of now, I think there's about 4 people being killed at this stage in various accidents around the country. So it's not good. Okay, it's 7:15 p.m. and I'm on the road. Just had to drop my son into work. He works in a job that hasn't been given the day off today. Business premises, shops, everything's pretty much closed across the country. Employers have taken the view to send people home for their own safety and for the safety of members of the public coming into their premises. There's been a few big roofs taken off around the country. A supermarket in Dublin had its roof taken off. Luckily the schools across the country were closed by the Department of Education yesterday, and they're actually closed again tomorrow. A school down in Douglas and Cork had its roof ripped off, community school, so lucky there was nobody in school today. As far as I know at this stage, there's 4 people have lost their lives due to the storm, all related to trees falling, and it's a terrible loss of life, and sympathies to their families. The storm itself, it's still ongoing. The wind is not just as bad as it was here. There's still some pretty severe gusts. There's a lot of debris on the roads. The centre of the storm seems to have been moved up now towards the most northern part of the Republic of Ireland, up to Donegal, up on the Donegal coast. It tracked the whole way up the west coast, up through Kerry, Clare, Galway, Mayo, up to Donegal, and that's where it is presently. So it's going to head on then, move across the northern part of Donegal, across towards Scotland and the islands up there. So I suppose at this stage it's lost some of its intensity, the fact that it made landfall here in Ireland. So Scotland's not just going to get as bad as the south of Ireland did. People have sustained damage, property damage, houses have been damaged, trees taken down, and it's only tomorrow when when the sun comes up and people get a chance to survey the damage and see what harm has been done and start counting the cost of that damage. My own circumstances, my own house doesn't seem to have sustained any damage as far as I can see. I didn't notice anything happening today while the wind was blowing really hard, but again tomorrow I'm going to have to take a look and see what the story is at home. Hopefully nothing's been damaged. The polytunnel is still standing, the boat is still standing, and it looks pretty good, so I'm very hopeful. Okay, this is a few hours later. It's midnight. The wind had settled down, but it seems to have picked right back up again. It's a serious gust now. Doesn't look like this is over just yet. Right, that's enough of that. We're going inside and get out of this. Okay, so it's the next morning, and as you can see the sun is shining. It's still a little bit breezy, but the storm has definitely passed us. The boat and the polytunnel and the house all survived, for which I'm extremely grateful. Across the country, people are dealing with the property damage that's taken place, and as I said, unfortunately 4 people lost their lives. They're saying that this is a once in 50 years event, and I hope they're right. I wouldn't like to see this happening every year. So that's it. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.